but I don't always get a chance to document when I'm on my own driving off-road trails in our two-wheel drive van, because it's tricky. But this time I'm gonna have a little go. The road in was pretty steep. It came around here, kind of zigzags up this bit quite a bit, and then all up the other side. Hopefully we'll get up there in one hit. Okay, let's do this. Away, goats. Can't stop for you. Woohoo! Go back on the main road, or the tiny road, but at least it's sealed. I hope that gave you a little insight how to take your two-wheel drive van down and up pretty slippy tracks. Well, woke up this morning by that lagoon. Weather was pretty crap, to be honest. It was forecast, so it wasn't a surprise. So I've come down and just arrived in Portugal. Still pretty wet, the weather, so it's going to brighten up. So I'm gonna go to Porto. Got this little heads up from an English couple that I met when I was at the Cathedral Beach the other day. They reckon it's really good, this park up place, right in the sort of city of Porto. And I believe there's a shower there as well, which should be pretty good. So I'm going to head on over there, see what that's like, and spend a bit of time in Porto and take things from there, really. I do like calling in service stations and petrol stations in different countries. Yeah, this is the first time I've been to Portugal, incidentally. Picked up one of these numbers. Don't know what it is. Smells kind of nice, so I'll give it a go. Kind of dry. Well, arrived at Porto, found that little park up there, awesome. It had a shower, so I jumped straight in that, and the sun has instantly come out, so that's fantastic news. So this is what it's right next to. Pretty special.
Sage ich Ihnen Bescheid, dann bleibt es euch. Und wenn kannst du noch gerne vorbeikommen. Sind wir auch da. Jo. Kein Thema. Ja.
Well, spent last night at this place, this kind of paid parking area in Porto. The location is absolutely spot on. There's a shower over there you can use as well. put a little link to, I don't know, whatever, coordinates or something, so you guys know where this is. Been knocking around with Andy, German guy, fellow T3 owner, in his usual life, but he's in his Sprinter, and we're going to go and do some off-road driving today, and then maybe camp up there tonight, and then go out tomorrow. But yeah, this place is absolutely excellent, and Porto is definitely one of the best cities that I've visited in terms of interest and weird layout. It's fantastic. So I suggest you guys head over to Porto if you're in the area. Go.
Wanna be it, wanna feel it, rage, power, weakest, forward, money, driven, major, fraud, breathless, body, wanna be it, rage, feel it, rage, power, weakest,
Smooth. Good job, Chad. Ooh, it's getting on fire. Nice. Nice. Made it. Speed. Oh, looks so nice, the photo. Beautiful.
Now it's time for Andy to tackle this one. Obviously the camera makes it look really easy, but it's actually quite steep and there's quite a few undulations and stuff. So I think as long as, I haven't got a diff lock or anything, so that's why I had to hit it at speed. Andy will show you probably how controlled and smooth it can be with four-wheel drive, but not bad for a little two-wheel drive van with a non-turbo engine. Standard kind of normally aspirated diesel 1.9. No need for a big 15 grand, 16 grand spend on a low hung engine that's just that to get pretty much that whole engine conversion with a low hanging PD setup, whatever, it'd get ripped off on that for sure. Well, here's a road that I drove in on yesterday. Obviously video doesn't do it much justification. There's quite a few ruts, a few wheels in the air moment, but going down is usually a little bit easier. So select first gear, keep the clutch off and just let the engine roll over the bumps. No doubt we'll get a wheel in the air at some point, but you can see that just down to the right there's quite a few undulations, so this time I'm going to keep left, keep the van as level as possible, just over this bit. This is one of the easiest bits. It gets a bit trickier the further down you go. Feel yourself slide a bit, but if you bring the clutch up, the engine then does the braking and then there's no skidding. I can't remember my line I took, but I think I'll take this one going down. So again, you see all the undulations. If you just try and like pick a line, so now if you look to the left, if I go that way, that should keep the van at its most level, like so, rather than it leaning all over. As I go down, there's another quite big rut there to the right, so that could hit the sump. So again, keep to the left, and then as I've gone left, you can then see a big hump of rock to the left again. So I'm going to take that little route there on the right, and then if I keep, let me look, actually no, I'm gonna reassess that and go through the middle of the rocky section, starting on the left, and then head down through the right there, I think. Yeah, and that should keep me as level as possible. It might go off camera a bit because of the angle, but here we go. This is where it gets a bit tricky. My back left wheel is in the air at the moment, and then there, as we turn left now to follow the little rut, and the wheels are either side of the little valley of the rut. And that's that tricky bit out of the way. Carrying on down, all pretty easy now. Obviously you can see the sharp rocks to the left, so we'll be taking the right route this time. Again, keeping the van as level as you can, that's the trick. Once it starts going over to one side, it's when it gets a bit sketchy. And then out of the tricky stuff, there's obviously a bit of a gully here. Get over that bit. Lovely. It's good doing it in a two-wheel drive van because, I mean, I'm going downhill, so technically you could do it in anything as long as you got the ground clearance, but it's nice getting that little bit of excitement back, thinking, ooh, how's this gonna go? In a synchro, like, you just don't worry about it. I mean, I'm not saying it's boring, but it does take the excitement away sometimes. And then just over these rocky bits are just kind of easy. Again, just let the clutch out as much as you can so the engine does the braking. And then we've got a little wet patch here, which is basically just a big puddle. I drove this yesterday, so I know it's not too bad. So once that's out, and then yeah, let me check the map to see which way to go now. I checked the route and it's straight ahead, so there's a big hill there, so a bit of revs. Obviously momentum's a thing. Having the brush plate at the front gives you the confidence to hit stuff at speed. Pretty decent. And then I think, which way did we come here? I think down to the right is the best way. Soon find out. Should have probably really walked this, but yeah, quite a few undulations here. Again, try and keep the van as level as possible. Skiddy though. Clutch out for the engine brake again. Keep left here, and then if I just go across that rut there, it's fine. Oh, actually, that was the more tricky way out. So anyway, that was good. And yeah, across this little area here, again, it's just a puddle. It's nothing like scary. And then we're back onto the kind of main track where regular traffic go. Now back on the highway.